So I've attempted to record vlogs like 3 times already, and I just haven't posted any of them. I just kept deleting them. And I just haven't given you guys an update in a little while. I feel like I haven't anyway. Today is March 5th, Sunday, and I got a digital alarm clock. Digital alarm clock. I've noticed that part of my like speech issues come with like L's. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I got that because I'm like, you know what? It's the idea of like I want to separate using my phone. I want to separate myself from using my phone for literally everything, even something as simple as checking the time when I'm laying down, when I'm in bed. I don't want to grab my phone, tap it, look at it, whatever, see notification, maybe get distracted by the notification, and look at that when I'm going to sleep, wherever. No, I'd rather just look up like I used to when I was a kid and look at the clock. Because I miss that. I'm reclaiming those things, just like this. Like stuffed animals. Was never like a huge stuffed animal guy. Like I had a bunch, but I wasn't like my stuffies. I just had some like this Pikachu was mine for when I was a kid. That elephant was mine for when I was a kid, and just like stuff like that. Those are Beanie Babies. Those aren't the ones, but those are ones I used to have. That I used to like, and same thing with like the alarm clock. Just stuff that I like. Also, to-do list, get bitches, have so far failed. It's been there for weeks. I don't know if I showed this. I think I did. I got this mirror. It's a mirror medicine cabinet that was just all my stomach pain medications if I need them, stuff like that, and whatever have you. Advil, Tylenol, and ibuprofen. Although I did cover the bottom, I'm going to cover the top too because the mirror freaks me out. When I'm laying down in bed, I can see underneath the TV straight at the mirror and I can see myself, and that freaks me out, but I don't want to leave it open all the time. So I need to figure out a way to block the mirror without having the mirror be fully blocked all the time, like a little curtain for the mirror or something like that. But yeah, it freaks me out. Anyway, I also organized my top shelf a bit. I put like extra camera crap in here, like other charging devices and stupid stuff. Got all the tattoo stuff right there. TCG stuff. I just had to like organize because I'm in my head like, man, I'm at the point right now where I want to change something, but I can't change anything in my room because my room is like pretty well set in where it is. It's in a comfortable spot, but I'm like, I'm getting kind of tired. I've been down there for like a year. I'm getting kind of tired of being in the basement for all my day. It makes getting up to run to the bathroom more difficult if my stomach hurts. It is starting to get a bit claustrophobic, and if it's so dark in there all the time, even if I have the lights on, the lighting in there sucks. And I went to go swallow, and every time I like leave, I have to duck out to get under it, and I'm just like, I don't know, something about I like being down there. I like having my own little personal office space. It's cool, but it's also very cramped, and it's starting to, after a year down there, roughly a year. I don't know exactly when I moved into it. I gotta check that video, but after about a year or something like that, I'm getting a little bit tired of it. So I started thinking, well, what can I do about my room? Because it's hard to fit my bed, my desk, and then other stuff. I have made the changes in here where I no longer have my big dresser in here because, let's go. Hi bunnies. Hi bunnies. Yeah, I'm getting tired every day. Going down all the way around over here. It's dark and spooky, and then boom, go into the office. As much as I like it, I think it's really cool and fun, but it's also wearing on me. But I no longer have. Sorry about the mess. It's a basement. What do you expect? I no longer have this big ass dresser in my bedroom. This thing was very cumbersome. It took up a lot of space. It was just big and deep. So since I no longer have that in there, it could make reintegrating the desk into my room a little bit easier. Just because I have now replaced that with these little standing dressers. They're a bit easier to move around and manage. I can put them wherever I want. That one's not even really clothes for the most part. It's like chargers, recording equipment, knives, work shirts, other work shirts, jewelry, so whatever. But it would, so I don't know. Just trying to figure it out. So then I would, because I'm not going to just jump on and do it, but I can kind of feel that growing tension of, I think my brain's convinced myself, but I have to convince the rest of me. I don't know, it's weird. It's like push my bed to the corner and then put my desk over here again. Because also now the problem with doing that is I'm so used to being able to record at basically full volume while in the basement because I'm so much separated from everyone else that, especially if I'm recording Minecraft in the morning or something, then I don't have to think about my volume. I'm just recording. But if I'm in here, I share that wall with Dylan and Nin, and they're not going to hear me and they're not going to care. But I know if I'm recording something, then my voice is going to be coming through the wall, and if I, whatever, it's just like, then I'll be aware of them hearing me again, which I don't like. And then I'd have to like soundproof the room again a little bit or something. Or what I would probably end up doing is potentially move my bed against this wall and then have my desk in that corner facing the wall so my voice is going that way, and then potentially drop a curtain behind me or put this behind me. Like I've done that before. But then it becomes a whole game of like constantly of like trying to figure out how to maximize space in my room and just being back to where I was. And then it turns into, well, what's the office going to be used for? What's the shed going to be used for? And then I thought, well, I could do airsoft stuff. I could put all my airsoft equipment in there, which sure, but my airsoft stuff has a place. It's already set up in an area. Okay, then what if I turned it into my writing room? Because currently what I've been doing is I take that briefcase and I go to the public library, and I've been doing that for years. And I like doing it because they have like a little room in there where I just sit in a box room by myself and I write. Because there's no distractions. I don't like, it's public Wi-Fi, so I don't like to connect to the Wi-Fi with my PC, so I can't possibly go on there and distract myself. I can't walk away and go see the bunnies. I can't, whatever. I'm in this room and I'm here for a purpose and I'm writing. I'm doing that purpose. But the problem is that's a 5-minute drive, which isn't a lot, but when I'm doing that 5 times a week, 5 or 6 times a week, then that's 25-30 minutes. That's an hour of driving extra in the week, which means that's an hour of gas that I'm burning. And with gas prices reaching about $4 a gallon right now, I can't afford that. But I also can't trust myself to sit in my office at my desk and write on my PC because I get distracted too much. It's too easy. So if I did move my office, my desk back up here, and then basically figure out how to minimize the space in my, or maximize the space in my room, which would mean then taking that crafting stuff and putting that downstairs. Whoa, it's just so weird. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone screen and my finger's over here, but looking at it in real life, I'm like right here. Just like the way that, left eye, right eye kind of thing. It just threw me off for a whole second. I was like, what reality did I just fall into? But then it's like, all right, so I moved my gun safe and I put that back in the closet. That's not a big deal. I mean, hell, I don't have to put that stuff downstairs. I can shift it over there, put the gun safe in the closet. Boom, I've got that space right there. Bed goes in the corner, or whichever that corner, and desk goes in that corner. Bookshelf goes behind the desk for background and for noise muffling. Dressers go somewhere, but I can spread them out. They're not just one giant bulky thing. I can put one there, you know what I mean? So it's my room would be a lot easier to me. I literally even thought about downsizing my bed to a twin for a moment, but I don't have the money because I just got this bed frame like 2 years ago. It's a nice bed frame. I think I spent like $130 on it because I was like, I need to upgrade my stuff. It's been a long time, so I got myself a bed frame. I got the nightstand, whatever. I did all that, and it's still a really nice mattress that I've had for a few years. But it's like anytime I have anybody over, and I'm giving them the tour. I always go, sit on my bed. They're like, why? Like, because it's super comfy. And then they sit on it, and then they always lay on it because they're like, wow, this bed's really comfy. It sounds weird. It's not weird. It's if I whatever. Just go sit on my bed. So I obviously can't downsize to a single. That's not going to happen, and that would be kind of silly anyway, because if I could have a single that was long enough, sure, but this is only a full. So my feet already, because I'm like, my head's down here, you can see that's where my head ends up every night. And the body pillow is shamefully pressed upward like that. It starts out like this. It starts out nice, but by the end of the night, my pillow's here. I'm curled up into it. This is back here, and my feet are at the edge of the bed. So I already don't have enough room as it is. Yeah, I'm at the point where it's like, if I could figure out the layout of it, I might do it. But then that would also mean I have the AC running more because I'll be in my room more. But then I get to have the window open and I'll be able to. Truly, genuinely, I think I will end up doing it. The biggest annoyance of doing that is unplugging my PC and replugging everything back in. That sucks. Getting the desk in and out of there is not the worst thing ever, but yeah, the PC stuff really sucks ass. But now that I'm talking about it out loud, yeah, I can definitely make it work. The whole reason why I did that down there was to not just be stuck in my room all day. Like, I sleep in here and I'm on my PC in here. I only ever leave the room to go to work, to get food, to go to the bathroom, to see the bunnies, and then in the summer and spring go outside and do stuff, whatever. But otherwise, if I'm gaming, I'm in here. If I'm sleeping, I'm in here. So it's like I spend so much time in one spot. I needed to, like, my room is the place where I go, and then it turned into the whole mental challenge of, like, if you spend that much time in your room, then when it's time to go to bed, your brain doesn't switch to we're in the bed space, so it makes sleeping harder psychologically because you're still in the same place. All you do is move from one surface to another surface. So it's like the psychology of go to the office to work, go to the bedroom to sleep. It helps your brain kind of solidify what you're doing. And it feels so final. Like, if I do move out of the office, then it's like, well, I can't go back down there. I measure my bed because I thought, what if I switched them? What if I made my bedroom my whole office? And then what if I made the shed downstairs my bedroom? And I just put the bed and the TV in there. And legitimately, I wouldn't mind doing that. That wouldn't be that weird for me. But it's in the basement, and I would not be able to sleep comfortably, especially if I went on a ghost investigation or if I watched a somewhat scary movie. I would be so uncomfortable knowing that all around me was a dark basement and I was in this very thin little box, and I would feel horribly unsafe, as well as I wouldn't be able to trust going to lay down at the end of a day and not think my bed is full of spiders. It likely wouldn't be, but I wouldn't be able to not think about that. So that's kind of the dilemma where I'm at. I think I'm going to eventually, like, I'm going to put my office back in there because I do miss having that. I'm going to the dump tomorrow. Don't worry, that's from like 2 weeks of trash. We're not animals. I'm probably going to end up doing it. It's just when. And because I know that's going to be like a multi-hour transition. And then, yeah, what I would probably end up doing is making the shed downstairs into a writing room. And that way it would just be, that would be the space where I go to as if it were the library, but I wouldn't have to drive anywhere. And it would be a space where I only have my laptop and I would not connect it to the internet. If I need to do a search, I'll do it on my phone, and and I might do that. I don't know. No. It's just one of those things where it's not that big a deal. I'm just overthinking it. The biggest deal about it is how long it's going to take to move everything around. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's where I'm at when it comes to that. So who knows? because I would be losing out on a lot of Pokemon Go stuff though, because the library has a gym and like 5 Pokestops right there. So while I'm writing, every couple minutes or every 10 or so minutes, I pull my phone up, I spin, I catch, and I battle the gym and I place my Pokemon there. So I would be losing that, and that would suck. And then it would just turn into the whole like, I just get out of the house less often, because even though I'm going just to the library, it's still nice to get out of the house. I'd just be spending all day. But then I wouldn't have to book my times to the library. And yet then again, I wouldn't be as strict with my times. I was on a very rigid schedule of be at the library at 11, leave at 1 o'clock. And if I'm home, oh, I'm in the middle, because that's an appointment. I literally go into the website and I book that room for that time, so I need to be there. If I'm at home and I'm really enjoying playing Minecraft or something like that, I'll start writing at 12, you know what I mean? And then it turns into, or I'll start writing at 11:30, and then that turns into I'm start writing at 12, and so I might make it a writing room. I might make it the airsoft room, but then it's really cramped in there. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't have really good lighting. That's the problem. Is I don't know what I would turn it into. It would just then be it would just be a storage room where I put totes and stuff, which I don't like that. But then I'd be able to take, without it being my office, I'd be able to uncover it from all the noise isolation, all the blankets and stuff there. That thing has like 5 blankets on it, just for noise dampening. And I guess I could put those blankets in here, you know? I want to put carpet down on my, or rug on my, I want to get rugs for my floor to help dampen all the noise, but the rugs are expensive. I could get like 3 of them from Ocean State Job Lot to cover this whole room. I want to. I'm going to actually write that down because I want to. I hate wood floors. I fucking hate wood floors. It's hard. It hurts my feet. The noise, the echo. It's harder to clean. I'd so much rather vacuum than sweep and mop. It's so much easier to just vacuum. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do it. I think by talking about it right now, I think I've convinced myself to do it. I just feel like it was a waste of money then to get the shed, but it wasn't, because I'm still gonna use it, and I can use it. I can use it for a bunch of stuff. Hell, if I have people over, I can always set up sorry about that, I just moved my glasses. I can always put a freaking mattress in there and they could sleep inside the shed. Sav, that's for you when you come out here this summer. Oh, I gotta think about that still. I'm gonna go offload some photos from my camera and do some edits, because I got a bunch of good photos of birds. This was meant to be a different video, talking about anything else, but I just started talking about this. Let's see, what have we got in here? Oh yeah, I got that dude. I got a really good photo of a chickadee. Another really good photo of a chickadee. Check that out. Almost perfect focus. Almost. I think my F was at 5. Yeah. So if my f-stop was at like 8 or a 10, this would have been perfect. But I had it on with having the flash up. It limits my shutter speed to 250, which I don't like. But with the built-in flash, that's just how it goes. And I had it on aperture priority instead of, or sorry, I had it on shutter priority, not aperture priority. So regardless, I got some photos there to go through, and I think that's it. That was 20 minutes of me talking about how my brain works with this shit. So I might have that for a project tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta still think about it. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the ramble.